for my entire life, I never really had it in my mind to live my dream by just having a job, right? Like I'm just going to work, I'm going to be in this career. A career is different, but like a job, I never had it in the front of my mind like, yeah, like let me just work, make money and get what I want and move on, you know. I don't know if that's a real normal thought or if that's like just me, but I feel like there's probably a handful of people that would agree with me when they say nobody really wants to work just to work. You kind of have to work, right? 70% of your life is work, right? But with me, I've always been different. I've been like an artist my whole life. I've always wanted to do something with music or entertainment or something. And throughout the years, I've, really come to realize that it's not, I don't know how to explain it. Let's just say that people have made me wrong or made me feel like I was incorrect for not wanting to have a job. Mind you, I would just feel a certain way about it. I was very strong about wanting to push my art or push whatever it was, acting, singing, drawing, music, being in a band. And today I woke up and realized something, and I finally feel like at peace with this. Today's Father's Day. And when I wake up in the mornings, I don't usually have a bunch of thoughts going on, like scrambled thoughts. I usually, it's pretty straightforward, like, okay, what's the time? What am I doing today? I could see the future of my day. Okay, what do I got to do? Okay, I got to blah. Okay, I didn't make my lunch. Okay, shower. Okay, I want to actually, I don't want to smell like food. So let me cook first. Then usual, normal. 98% of the time, 99% of the time, that's how I wake up. You might not be the same. You might wake up with a lot of stuff going on. But today was different. I woke up on Father's Day and I felt like my mind was running a mile a minute. And I was like, whoa, and I had a rush of thoughts. And it was almost like I could feel other people. I know that might sound weird, but like feel other people's thoughts. It was like a bunch at the same time. Like thought about my dad, thought about this, thought about that, thought about this. And weird. It was weird. It was like a lot of noise. I woke up with a lot of mental noise and I got enough sleep. I was like, what the hell is this? Like so strange, so strange. And wow, it was weird. I got out of bed and I was looking for a shirt. And right when I was like, I don't know what happened, but it all went quiet. And this clear thought came into my mind where I don't want to have a job. I want to play a game, and not like a video game. And it just dawned on me. And it was like everything I've been doing in my life since I started working at 17 years old, 20 years ago. I always did really well at the job when it was some kind of job I enjoyed doing. Like it was like I wasn't there for the money. I wasn't there to just gain for me. If I was there helping someone else improve, or I'm playing that game of how do I make this better? How do I make their situation work? Right? That's when the money came and it followed. And it just was so clear to me. I was like, oh, holy crap. That's how I've always been. And I want to let you know, if you're watching this and you think about that, you're not wrong for feeling that way. In fact, it is a very good thing to think. Because the truth is, in my opinion, if you work for just money, that's fine. But you're not pushing your potential. You're not actually going to the max on what you could do for yourself and your own ability. If you can scale someone else's business and make them lots of money, then why couldn't you do it for yourself? That's kind of the thought I had. And it wasn't until very recent where I'm like, I think one day I'll be my own owner of the business or something I do. I have for the last 5 or so years gone into businesses and helped people scale. And when they listened or we worked together, it went really well, really fast. We're talking, at least in sales, in the millions for each of these people. And I finally have realized the jobs I've had where I've made great money. I mean, there's jobs I've made $3,000 to $5,000 a week, no fail, not off of a base, but like a commission. My point is when I was like, what's the difference? It's like I was really enjoying playing that game. It was a game to me. It was almost like a higher purpose, right? It's not just like money, 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 like Mr. Krabs up in here. It was actually like there is a purpose and a reason that I feel this way. And I feel like I'm helping people. And when I do that and I put that first, the money follows. I've worked for jobs where it sounded like a great idea and I didn't have a big enough game with it. I just kind of was like, okay, well, you do this and you do that. And you don't really feel like you're valued or helping people. If you don't feel valued, if you don't actually bring value, you're not going to be at the job forever. And that brings me to my main thing. For many years, for so many years, I mean, I've always had this weird thing like, man, I don't want to work a job. I don't want to just work to work. You can go get a job anywhere. You can go work anywhere and make money. It's like, why don't I just jump up and do it? Especially when I'm conflicted with a situation where I need the money. I still am like so stubborn. And to my own credit, I'm defending my own integrity. What I think is right, integrity, right? So people would really criticize me, even people close to me, and they didn't even know it, and they'd really get upset. And I got to say, you got to hold true to your values. You got to hold true to your values, and you got to know your worth. And even if you don't feel like you're worth anything, you're worth something to someone, and you're worth something to you. It's like, what is your dignity? It goes so much bigger than making money and surviving and just working a job. It's so much bigger. If you value yourself, if you can help others well, and you're valued, eventually, if not immediately, that value that you feel for them will turn in on you and you'll feel worth it. It's fear. It's fear, it's upset, it's doubt, insecurity about anything, yourself and others, that stops you dead in your tracks, right? So waking up on Father's Day, having this weird rush of thoughts, and then realizing, oh, I like to play a bigger game with these jobs. They're not jobs to me. They're how can I help X, Y, and Z? How can I help business owner A live his dream? I'm learning. When you do that, you're learning, you're gaining experience for yourself. You're figuring it out. And you take that experience and you do it for you. So for many years, I felt wrong about this, bad. I would even go broke over it. I would even refuse a job because I didn't find something that I felt not only valued at, but like that I felt fun. It wasn't fun. What comes before work, I know, and it's ass backwards. Some people will really disagree and be like, dude, then you have some problem. People have told me that, like, you don't want to make money. What are you talking about? Just make money. Come on, just make money. I'm like, dude, why would I waste my time? It's hard for me to get a job and know that I'm out of there already. I know you've done it. I've done it where I'm like, dude, I ain't gonna be here. What the hell? And I just kind of forced into getting a job, especially when I was younger. Now that I have this value and this self-worth earned, not just ego, just actually I produced, I got results, and I was shocked. I'm like, how did I make this person in 2021 $1.6 million in sales? What the hell? Like, whoa. And then it sinks in. You're like, oh, okay, well, I'm worth $1.6 million to this type of industry, this person. And then it goes and you try it somewhere else in a different industry. And oh my God, even better results. Well, with the one with the better results, I was having a lot more fun. I wasn't thinking about the money. I was just helping people get the service they needed. Anyways, the truth is, you got to have fun. And you can't be afraid of not making the income or not making that result happen for your own well-being, your own life living. Over it. You have to be, if you want to have fun, you have to be a little more stubborn and hold to that. integrity is basically what you think is right. You have to stick to your integrity. You can't have people sway you. You see that? Now, I'm almost 40. I'm in 37. And if you're watching this, you're younger than me, or you're, I don't know. Hell, if you're older than me, it doesn't matter. I know you know what I'm talking about. It's weird. When I work and I'm having fun and I'm doing something where I feel valued, like not, oh, I need value. It's more like I'm bringing you value. Dude, the money flows. It cascades. It just happens. Once you start feeling you don't have that value in, might as well just find a new gig. All the more reason to become a business owner, all the more reason to take a risk on yourself. And forget about just business owner, on anything. If there's something you've been procrastinating on, anything, take a risk and do it. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to hate it? Good. At least you know you hate it. You'll never know unless you do it. Really, man? I'm just saying, the truth is, sounds like one of my kids is having an issue. Okay, the truth is, I gotta wrap this video up. The truth is, trust in yourself. Stop listening to other people, all the noisy people, all the doubters, all the haters, all the people that don't actually give a shit about you. You gotta stop giving them some life. You give that person communication, you give that person power over you, you're cooked. You're cooked. Stop listening to others. Stop listening to the noise in your mind. Listen to yourself. Take a freaking risk. What's the worst that's going to happen? I mean, you're going to fail. Good. In order to be successful, you're going to have a lot of failure. Listen to any successful person. They failed miserably. They dropped out of college and high school. They're supposed to be by the book. You have this career. You have this certificate. You have this, and then you're worth something. Wow, I'm worth something here. No, you're only worth what you can serve, what you can do. You're only as good as you can produce that and help others along the way. If you're just thinking with self, dude, you got a tough time ahead of you. So my whole point in this video is to really just drive the point across of you are as capable as you will be. And as you want to be. It's actually a decisional point. The thing that's holding you back is you, and all that noise is not worth listening to. However, don't ever go against your own intuition. Don't ever go against yourself in that sense. If you have a gut feeling about something, or if you feel like something's, that is way more important at the end of the day than seeking advice and what should I do. Get your advice, but always be your own counsel. Always consider yourself first in that, right? Listen to yourself, right? Whether it comes to a job, career, purpose in life, happiness, helping others. Should I not? Should I do this bad thing? Should I not? Should I do this good thing? You just gut feeling. Go with your gut. That's all I really got to say. And happy Father's Day to all the pops out there in the world. There's no, I'll tell you, there's no how-to video, book, or anything on parenting. There are some great, there's great information out there. But the truth is over everything, you gotta love, you gotta care, and you gotta just be available especially when it's needed. For your children and for others around you. We got a big role. Guys out there, dads out there don't really don't get a break, but it makes you stronger. And if you can keep your mind bigger outside of the noise, you'll be just fine, even through the hard times. Get yourself a man cave. Get yourself a studio or an office. Take a room, convert your garage, and trust me, it's going to be the sanest thing you do as a man is going to be able to have your own little spot. You got to have your own little spot. That's what helps. Just a little tip. If you don't have your own little space, you're going to go crazy. Anyways, that's it. Appreciate anyone tuning in. I hope this has helped you in any way. And Yeah, like I said, I'll be doing minimally a YouTube video daily. We'll break out of the studio one day. We'll be out and about. I mean, it's hot as hell out here in Florida, but we'll do something fun together. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. And I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good Father's Day. Bye bye.